What's going on, guys? In this tutorial we're going to learn about some HTML elements that don't need closing tags. It's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to create some sweet images on our website, horizontal line, and some break statements. Pretty simple, but again, this is going to add some swag to our site. What's going on, guys? Welcome to your fourth tutorial. Sorry, I have Spotify pulled up here. What we're going to learn in this tutorial is what I said in the intro, so we won't even have to go over that. But let's just jump into it. First thing that we need to do is add some images to this website, because you can't have a website full of swag without any images, am I right? So what we want to do first is add a new folder to a project where we're going to keep all our images, keep things, in a nice, orderly fashion. So we're going to just add a new folder, and we're going to call it img for image. So let's drop a couple images in there. This could be embarrassing. Nope, just a bunch of random standard images I have on my computer. So we're going to create a koala website. So let's just drop this koala into our image folder, and now we can reference this image throughout our website. What we also might want to do is create a new folder within here and have it be our index folder, because as our project gets larger, we want to keep things organized and know exactly where all of our images and resources are. So it's nice to know that when we're on the home page or the index page, we're going to load resources from the index folder. So we're just going to move that koala picture up in there. So now we have our header, our title, or our head element, our title. We also have our header here. One thing that we want to learn about is maybe a horizontal line. It's just HR tag. You don't need a closing bracket for the horizontal line. Let's just save this, go to our site, and check it out. Again, this is just one of those things that you'll get more familiar with as we go on with web development. Just a nice straight line. Again, we can stylize this to make it look classy and fancy, like that Iggy song. But as for now, it looks pretty good. So let's just go back to our site and change our header to koalas for life. Okay, so pretty awesome. Let's also get a image within our or before our horizontal line. How we do that is with the image tag. It's just img. And the thing about images, we also don't need a closing bracket or a closing tag. So for images, it's just img, and then again we have to add some attributes to this element, and one of those is going to be the source. So where is the source of this image located? It's going to be within our image folder, and then we're going to say koala. And I believe it's a .jpg. Yeah. So we're just going to say koala.jpg. Save that. Let's check it out. Oh, there's nothing there. So this is something else that we're going to learn about. When you can't actually load up the image, it's going to have something else. There's going to be some alternative text. So if for any reason this image tag can't find the source, there's something called alternate text. So in this case, we're going to say a picture of a koala. Picture of a koala munching. Alright, he's munching on his luncheon. Alright, so let's save this, go back to our page, see if we can get that alternative text there. So as you can see there, in this example, it's not actually displaying it where you can see. Unfortunately, I thought it would, but it's not. So what we're actually going to do instead, because obviously this was the wrong directory, we want to go into the index and then a koala, and that should load our image for us. But another alternative text benefit is, again, the robots that search your page, it will look for these image tags and see what the alternative text is. It helps again with SEO. If you're creating a page about koalas, you want to have the koalas up in your header or your H1 tags, and also in your alternative text or alternative text of images. You also want to have koala text throughout the body of your page. And then Google knows this page is about koalas because there's so many different things referencing it. So this has a little bit to do with the SEO. Sorry, there's a thunderstorm going out, and also my neighbors are like throwing this huge band thing. So if you hear some like rager music or something, it's just those guys jamming out. But again, that's the benefit of the alternative text. So if we save our page now and go back to our website, you can see there's a huge picture of a koala. Let's try and get that down a little bit. Again, we can do this when we add our CSS file, but for now we're just going to type out the attribute of width and give it a property of 150. Same with height. We're just going to give this a 150 as well. It might be a little bit off, but let's check it out. So it looks better. Maybe we don't want to define the height because it's obviously skewing our image, and it should still follow the basic principles of having a width of 150 and the height will be whatever is the aspect ratio of that. So that's an easy way to add images to our page. And then, in fact, that's like the only way to do it. So again, it's the image property. You don't have to have a closing tag. We learned about horizontal row as well, which you don't need to have a closing tag as well. One other thing that you can do in HTML that doesn't need a closing tag is add a break statement. So if we have a paragraph with a bunch of context within it, and we want to break this up, instead of looking at our page like this, we might want to have this on a different line. Now you might assume, well, why don't we just create a bunch of different paragraphs and that should put it on a different line? Well, that works, but if we go back to our page, again, the built-in properties include some extra spacing within there. A break statement will actually just take it to the next line. So for example, we can just do a break statement within our first paragraph, and computer's slow. So we can just do a BR for break and save that, and we can probably do another one over here. Probably want to do it right before the word. So let's save that, go check it out, and it's gonna look pretty fresh. So now we can start applying for grants to save koalas because we have this fancy website and get all sorts of that cash, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Again, something simple. So guys, thanks again for watching. Please check out the next tutorials. I know it's still kind of going slow and it doesn't look like our website's super awesome, but we'll get there once we get into the CSS. It's going to look amazing and it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, guys, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching these videos and sharing them. I definitely appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your night or great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Have a good one.